You know what? Fuck beauty contests. Life is one fucking beauty contest after another. You know, school, then college, then work? Fuck that. And fuck the Air Force Academy. If I want to fly, I'll find a way to fly. You know, you do what you love, and fuck the rest.
So you got me to watch Little Miss Sunshine, and I didn't really know what to expect from this one. I'd heard of it, of course, but I went in completely blind, and I kind of felt the same way about Fear and Loathing Las Vegas. That will make sense in about 10 seconds.
Okay.
How have I gone without this film?
Hey,
entire
there we
life?
go.
Yeah, that's how I felt after watching this.
Great. Yeah. So I've been mentioning this movie for a long time, but I actually sometimes forget about it because it's spoken about so little now.
Surprisingly little.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's one that everyone's heard of.
Yeah.
They have heard of it, but yeah, it's not mentioned on a lot of
No, not
film
really.
channels or even by directors.
No,
Like,
I
it's
think this
very-
movie should be taught in film schools. I think it should be just spoken about more in general. I mean, I watched it when I was quite young, and I was just, it always stuck with me. It's kind of like one of those, when we spoke about Revolutionary Road, it's the kind of movie that got me into movies, and it's kind of impossible to explain exactly why. The kind of feeling that this movie leaves me with is full of so many different emotions. It's sad, it's happy, it's really tragic in a way. It's almost. I was interested to know what you thought about the comedy, because I would say at some points the comedy takes doesn't really take center stage most of the time. Like it's kind of secondary to everything that's happening. Like it's a funny movie, but there's so much more going on.
I think the reason why is that script. That's the standout. I think that is just an amazing script, and like shout out to Michael Arndt who wrote that, and he won the Oscar that year.
Amazing,
for best original screenplay. Unbelievable. I think just the way it balances all these different tones and genres, it's like fantastic, and it really caught me off guard. Like, you know, I had read it would be a drama, but like as the film went on, I was just so constantly impressed by the dialogue, these characters. And I think, I mean, this is quite a bit of hyperbole. It might be the best family drama and road trip film ever made.
Hey, I'm so glad you
think
said
it
that.
is.
Wow, I'm so glad you said that. I agree.
This film,
I agree.
I think, is the best portrait of a family non-stop I have ever seen.
Wow.
You feel like you have known these characters for years.
Yeah.
And that's impressive because, you know, the film launches you right into it.
Yeah.
Like, we immediately, like, you get into the argument, you know, between, like, Steve Carell and Toni Collette's husband, which I remember the actor's name. Shout out to him. He did great.
Yeah.
And it's just really, it envelops you. It's like, these are real people that I've known. And got to give a shout out to Steve Carell. The fact that he was still doing The Office when he got this role, unbelievable, like incredible.
You know, he got very popular from obviously The Office and then 40-Year-Old Virgin and stuff like that. But I mean, in particular, his performance in this film is just great. Everyone's performance in this film is just fantastic. The little girl's performance,
Abigail Breslin.
Yeah, she's gone on to do very well for herself.
Like that. I mean, to think, like, I mean, I don't know how old she was then, but like to carry this film.
I mean, I think that's
did a great job.
the beauty of this film, and that's why I get emotional towards the end. Is you can just see that the whole family, like you said, they are so fucking real, every single one of them. And what I love about this movie is that so many movies cannot pull it off. In 2 hours, they cannot pull off showing the nuance of different character interactions. In 5 minutes, the opening scene, you can see every single...
It's like, all right, I'm in.
Yeah, you can see...
I believe these people.
Yeah, I'm totally in love with them.
Yeah.
I believe everything that they're saying. I feel the emotion. I feel the tension. It's not about a perfect family having a laugh, joking around, and being goofy. It's about a real fucking family trying to keep it together, all for this one little girl. And that's something that is just so... It's so rare in movies, especially these days, to find, especially in a movie. I feel like maybe you might see it more in like a sitcom or like a
long-form TV show.
Long-form TV show, you know? But I've never seen a movie. It's very rare that I've seen a movie show so much depth in the characters and so much realism and naturalism. I mean, just the scene that it catches you off guard the way it shows the opening title with Steve Carell just sitting there in the hospital with wristbands around him after he's just tried to commit suicide.
Yeah,
You're like, wow, this is what I'm in for.
No, but
okay.
it's like, because you hear the title and you hear the premise, you think, oh, this is a nothing film.
And what I think
absolutely nothing. But
something
then,
that makes this movie stand out as well is like it reminds me a lot of British comedy in the sense that it's focused on the tragedy.
It revels in misfortune. I didn't think about it like that, but that's very true. Going back to the cast, I think you couldn't have gone anyone else to play these parts. They're so perfect. And Paul Dano, got to talk about that scene. Because of the fact that throughout the whole film, this kid is mute, and you're wondering, what's wrong with him? Why isn't he speaking? And that gets like some good comedy in the beginning, but his breakdown. After he realizes, and it's such like a minuscule thing. He's just like, oh yeah, by the way, Dwayne, you're colorblind. You can't be a pilot.
Fly.
Like, mate, the emotion in that scene is so fucking real.
Yeah, man.
And then the fact that, obviously I don't know how young he was at the time, if he actually was a teenager or in his 20s. That's exactly how a real, angsty teenager would react.
And he says all that stuff. Some of it is just awful to his family, saying how he hates them and he doesn't want to see them. But you can still tell that he loves them, and you can still tell, like, you can have a character say outrageous, awful things, but you can, because of how real they've been established in the previous scenes, that no matter what he's saying, you can tell that the love is still there, and he's just processing this right now, and you can go through that, and that's bold kind of thing to do, because it could really turn audiences off to the character.
Absolutely. But I think my standout had to be, I believe this is the actor Frank Langella as the granddad.
Yeah,
he was the MVP of the film.
Fuck a lot of women.
Yeah,
not one woman, a lot of women.
So brilliant. Just doing what was he doing? Like bumps of heroin. Like crazy character.
Yeah, he was really the comedic.
Part. And also, I think this is maybe just because it's set in Albuquerque. Why do I feel like this could be part of the Breaking Bad universe?
I know.
I mean, that's just because Bryan Cranston's there.
And Dean Norris as well.
Yeah, and I don't know. Also, the way the dialogue.
Yeah.
I don't know. It would fit perfectly into that universe in a really odd way. I don't know why.
And Dean Norris is a fucking policeman as well.
That was a stand-up scene. He's like, nice. Fuck yeah, I'm not gonna bust you.
Yeah.
Trip. Like, he just gets the, oh my god.
And then the hospital scene as well. And what I also love is the.
I mean, that is peak black comedy. Them like trying to smuggle the.
Exactly. That's why I feel it's kind of British.
Why it's so great. Yeah.
It's British comedy.
Just ordinary people getting themselves into these like weird but relatable situations.
Is how I love how the characters all redeem themselves. Like the dad is established as a bit of an arsehole character.
Yeah.
But then towards the end, you kind of have empathy for him. He's trying to win. He's trying to be successful. And he's just a little bit narrow in the way he looks at life. And then you also have a little bit of social commentary on the whole Little Miss Sunshine
the
beauty pageant.
Yeah.
The fact that this girl is just so obsessed with the idea of winning, or at least just being in the beauty pageant.
I actually thought it was really bold of this film, especially in 2006, to comment on beauty standards. Because there's that little running thread with eating ice cream. And that's such a smart way to do it. It doesn't shove the social commentary down the throat at all. And then I really love how they pay it off, where she goes up to this model and she's like, do you eat ice cream as well? And it's just really bold and deep, especially when you have through the eyes of a child to talk about that. It's just such a it's a bold film. It's a really bold film. And I'm honestly surprised that he did write Toy Story 3 as well. And that was great, very different kind of film. But I'm surprised this writer hasn't done more.
It just seems like he's so effortless at the way he's able to draw so much meaning out of the most.
I do think that script should be studied. That's an unbelievable.
Yeah, I agree. I'm glad you agree.
But the other thing about this film is, I think, with the ending, it took something that on paper could be in really poor taste, very soulless. I mean, for obviously, she ends up doing quite a weirdly sexualized dance at the end. That could be just very weird and tasteless, but it becomes quite a heartwarming moment.
You know why it's heartwarming?
The family cheering her on.
Yeah, it's because no matter how sexualized her dance was that her granddad taught her.
Again, such a wild character. I still can't believe it. Again, he should be in Breaking Bad, the grandpa. I love that character so much. He's fucking crazy. Man.
When you stand her dance against the other girls in the beauty pageant, it's night and day. They are so sexualized in that beauty pageant, and that's what makes the whole the whole idea that this is the road trip to that event, and it's all just broken down towards the end. Oh my god, this is all bullshit. I mean, Paul Dano's character when you're standing on the ledge with Steve Carell, and he just says, "Fuck beauty pageants," you know, fuck this. Life is one fucking beauty pageant after another. It's such a powerful quote there, you know.
Yeah.
Like no matter, you know, it's all leading to this big event, and it's all bullshit, you know. And the beauty of the film isn't. I know it sounds so fucking cliche, but it's true. It's like it's about the journey. It's not about the fucking.
It's not the destination.
Yeah.
It's the
And the whole family getting
Yeah.
together on the stage and doing that dance. They're all coming together, you know. And even Paul Dano's character is dancing along with them, and they're all just breaking down. And then when they plow their fucking their car through the gates, and they're just driving off into the sunset on the interstate. It's just,
I mean,
with the music as well.
Exactly.
Oh my
I
God,
mean,
the
and
music.
like, you know, the notion of riding off into the sunset is cliche, but it fits this story.
It's just so beautiful, man.
Perfectly.
It's so beautiful. All the shit that they go through in the film,
Exactly.
it culminates into this beautiful last 20 minutes, and it's just every single time it makes me so fucking emotional.
Yeah.
I'm just left feeling so many things that it's very rare for a movie to do that for me. Oh, so effortlessly as well.
Yeah. Oh no, and I feel like this film kind of skirts the line between comedy, tragedy, drama in like a millisecond.
Yes,
It
absolutely.
will have you, you know, laughing, you know, maybe quite morbidly, or maybe you're just chuckling along.
Yeah.
In the next second, like, I mean, possibly on the verge of tears.
Yes, yeah.
Like, just.
I mean,
fantastic.
even when the granddad, just one last thing, even when the granddad crawls to the front of the car and tells his son, like, look, no matter what I say, you know, I am proud of you and stuff like that, and he just pats him on the shoulder, and you can tell how much that meant to him, kind of thing. And the music starts welling up, and it's just like, oh my god, every time I want to rewatch it again. Fucking hell, I'm so happy that you understand.
I'm glad
what I mean.
I've got around to watching it.
Anyone who hasn't watched it, man, go
Yeah.
watch it. It's great.